What's up, Grognard? Sam here, coming to you from the studio, and I am so stoked because it is time to unbox Gundam, the card game, new Type Rising booster set 01. This is so exciting. If you are a fan of Gundam as I am, then you are going to absolutely not want to miss a second of this video. We're going to take a look at the cards, see what new Type Rising has to offer. We got the starter decks a couple of weeks ago. Now the booster set is being released. We're looking out for obviously those legendary rares, those LR pluses, those LR plus pluses, all the alt arts. We'll see what we can find in this box. I have been taking a look just to see what the pull rates are so far. Obviously, there's not a lot of info out there, hardly any data at all, but what I have seen looks pretty exciting, and also what you can kind of expect from a Bandai game anyway. So if you're familiar with One Piece, if you're familiar with any of their other games, it's not going to be too terribly surprising as far as the rates that we're getting some of those more rare cards. But that said, if you have been enjoying the Gundam card game, coming up this Saturday, July 26th at Grognard Games Roselle, we are having a booster pack launch event. You'll be able to get some really cool promo stuff from that launch event, and we're also going to be giving you 8 packs for $45 to build your 30 card deck, and then you're going to sit down, you're going to play some games. You're going to get a pack per win plus an extra pack for going undefeated. We are so thrilled that we're able to offer this event. We will also have, of course, booster packs for sale beginning Friday, July 25th. We're going to put a limit on it because this is very, very limited product. We're doing the best that we can with it. I guarantee you, you will be able to purchase a maximum of 6 packs per person per day. So if you are coming on Friday, you can pick up your 6 packs. And if you're in the event on Saturday, you're going to get 8 packs for the event and the opportunity to buy 6 more plus whatever you win. So chances are, if you're in the event, you might have a shot at actually basically getting a full booster box worth of packs anyway, even if we're not selling booster boxes. We will be getting more product in. We don't know the timeline on that for sure, but what we've been told is it will not be as long as you might expect. We've already been able to restock starter decks, so we're hoping that we'll be able to restock booster packs within a matter of a few weeks as opposed to a few months like it is sometimes with Magic and how it's been with Final Fantasy. We are seeing some Final Fantasy play boosters trickle in here and there. Obviously, those will be around for a while. But kind of similar to Final Fantasy, this is a very limited product. We're going to do the best that we can with it to get it into your hands. We are also going to be doing singles. So if you're looking for Gundam Card Game singles, you will be able to purchase those. Currently, that will only be at Grognard Games Roselle, but likely you'll be able to do that at all 3 locations. Now, obviously, if you purchase a single at Roselle, you can always have it transferred over to our Grognard Games Batavia location, or of course, the brand new retail superstore, Grognard Games Algonquin. I want to take a moment before we dive into this box to just give a big thank you to everyone that has turned out to Grognard Games Algonquin. You have made the first 2 weeks of Grognard Games Algonquin, we're not even at 2 weeks, but almost 2 weeks of Grognard Games Algonquin, an incredible success. We want everyone to come in and experience this store. We've got game demos. We've got product in this store that you cannot find in Roselle or Batavia, including, of course, plushies, Gunpla, board games that you'll only see there, plenty of other special products, including the exclusive orange Grog dice. So come on in and pick up those Grog dice. We have also recently just set the grand opening dates for Grognard Games Algonquin, August 15th, 16th, and 17th. We're going to have lots of goodies in store. Anyone who comes into the store that day and mentions it will get a Grog dice for free. In addition to that, we're going to have some other special giveaways. We're probably going to be doing some sort of silent auction. There's going to be some really, really cool stuff in it, including some stuff that I know people really, really, really want right now. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So stay tuned for that. More details will come. Just know that because parking is a little limited in the space, we're trying to spread things out over 3 days instead of doing it all in one day and, just having issues with traffic all day long. We want everyone in the store. We want you all to come in and have a good time, and we're thrilled with that. Also, Grognard Games Algonquin will be hosting in the very near future a Pokemon League. That's right, we're bringing Pokemon into the store for the first time. We are selling packs books right now. All we've got is some Surgeon Sparks. There's more on the way, but we will indeed be hosting a league at Algonquin. Stay tuned for the dates and specifications of that. We want to gear this towards youth, so if you've got a family, if you've got kids that be interested in Pokemon, that's kind of what we're gearing it towards. Again, full details will follow very shortly. That's about all I've got for, the general business, but there's lots of exciting stuff happening. Of course, this weekend, in addition to Gundam releasing, we also have Magic the Gathering Edge of Eternities. You're going to want to stay tuned to the channel because very shortly after I drop this video, you're going to see me unbox an Edge of Eternities bundle. So we'll take a look at 9 packs, see what the bundle has in store for us. I'm stoked for the set. I really, really am. There's all sorts of rumors out there as to what this set, how it's setting certain things up, what it might presage, if we're going to, find ourselves on the final frontier next year in the universes beyond. Who knows? That said, it stands so well on its own. I am thrilled with this set. I love the look of the 2 commander decks. I am absolutely picking those up for myself. So yeah, really excited about that release as well. If you're on the Warhammer side of things, also, the Horus Heresy 3rd edition is dropping with the Saturnine box set. We will, of course, have plenty of those box sets. We're going to have the Liber Astartes, the Liber Hereticus. We'll have the Mechanicum. We're going to have the Journal for the Istvan 5 Massacre. So super excited about all of that stuff as well. Horus Heresy was my entry point into Warhammer. I read the first couple of novels, and that was just like all it took for me to be like, all right, I want to know more. So I am thrilled with this set. I know the opinions are divided on the box. I love it. I love the looks of the Dreadnoughts and the Terminators. That's just me. I think the Mark II units are also pretty awesome. So your mileage may vary, but for me, I'm super excited. I think that the books look phenomenal as well. You're going to see a video on that very soon. So there's a lot of content coming on the YouTube channel. There's just so much dropping that we want to get it out there. And, we didn't get this stuff in our hands until really yesterday, Monday, the 21st, and today, the 22nd. So that's why it's going to be coming out fast-paced in your face. In addition to everything I mentioned, we will also be having a Horus Heresy demo day, an open play day in Roselle, also on Saturday, July 26th. Your Edge of Eternities pre-releases are going to be on Friday the 25th and Sunday the 27th. There will not be one on the 26th due to the fact that we will be having that Gundam event, and we will also have the Horus Heresy event as well. So with all of that said, I've jawed at you long enough. This has been enough of a precursor to what we're really all here for, and that is, of course, to open some Gundam New Type Rising. So I hope you're ready. Again, I am so stoked for this, and I cannot wait to crack some packs. So let's head on over to the Grognard Games mat and see what we got. What do you say? All right, so we're moving at double speed here, and you might be wondering why, and that's because unfortunately the audio did not come through on this particular part of the video. So I figured we'd speed things up. We'd get through this card opening. You wouldn't have to necessarily hear everything I said in order to make it make sense. Here's the booster box, GD01 Gundam Card Game, New Type Rising, 130 cards plus 6 special treatments. This, of course, is the English version. We have 24 packs in here, 12 cards plus 1 per pack. That plus 1 is going to be your resource slot. So you're going to see your tokens, your resources, your EX resources, EX tokens, etc. in there, EX bases, excuse me, in there. Just gorgeous. We got the granddad there on the cover, looking fantastic and regal from the original Gundam series taking place in UC 0079. I love Gundam. I've been watching Gundam since probably like 1996. Actually, I think I saw my first Gundam maybe even a little bit before that. I want to say I saw like a part of Stardust Memory back in maybe 94, 95, and had a comic book as well from around that time. I'd seen the novelization in a sci-fi store. But let's crack into pack 1. Again, Granddad's going to be on the booster there, and we're busting this open. The sets that are going to be, or series that'll be represented will include Gundam Seed, which of course is from the Strike Gundam is from. It's a good looking card. We got our keywords. We got our pilot, Kira Yamato down there at the bottom. Kagali's Sky Grasper here. Again, artwork is beautiful. Mining Asteroid Palo. Just fantastic looking artwork. I love the way that they've set up these cards. The cards have a level on them. They have a cost on them. Then you're going to have your attack power and your hit points on there. Basic stuff kind of laid out. Duos Leo here, looking very, very cool from Gundam Wing. We got Dereka Elfman. And then we've got the ball, again, from the OG. Banneker Lynx from Gundam Unicorn, another one of the series that is represented in this particular set. Again, that's going to be the OG Gundam, the Gundam Wing, Gundam Seed, Unicorn Gundam, and the Witch from Mercury. There's a Rickdom looking mighty, very nice uncommon. We got Intercept Orders here, one of the command cards. And then look at that. We're pulling a Legendary Rare Plus in our very first pack. It is Wing Gundam Zero. Gorgeous art. Love the crumbling brick with the snow, the teddy bear there in the foreground. And then we've got the Wing Gundam Zero in the background. This is just absolutely gorgeous. Could have stepped right out of Endless Waltz. I cannot put this card over enough. I love it. And the fact that we pulled an LR plus right out of our very first pack is amazing. We get the Zaku 2 token. Of course, anyone who's fortunate enough to pick up one of the Gundam Assemble kits will know that you get the Gundam Assemble models there that can function as your tokens as well, or sit on top of your token card. Moving right along to pack number 2, and let's take a look what's in store here. Right off the bat, looking like we've got the Stubborn Cog, which is a command card, but it also functions as Daguza Mackle, the pilot as well. There's a regular Sky Grasper. Then we've got the Underground Desert Base. Beautiful art. Looks like it could have just come from an animation cell, but it is original artwork. Yaksha. We got the Zaku Mariner. I love this artwork so much. It reminds me of a Gunpla I saw once that somebody had done some beautiful resin work and put the Zaku underwater. Really, really cool stuff. There's Banneker Lynx, who's our hero from Gundam Unicorn. And then we got a rare here with Extreme Hatred. Comparing the foil treatments here, you'll see that the foil treatments are done so well that the card, each rare is going to look a little bit different. And then look at that. We got another legendary rare, and it is indeed the Gundam RX 7802, which is our granddad, our original hero unit from the very first Gundam series. And then Char Zaku 2 is our token. Again, a huge Gunpla fan as well. I've been doing Gunpla for probably over a decade now, and leaning mostly towards Universal Century stuff, especially the OG series, Origins as well. I loved Origins when it came out. I loved all the redesigns that they did, subtle redesigns. 13th Tactical Sector. This is a base. Base cards, of course, can be used to protect. You start off with kind of your generic base, and then you can upgrade that throughout the game, which is a lot of fun. We got the Gauf. Look at that. I love the Gauf so much. It's one of my favorite units. I love building that. Naval Bombardment. The Zudat, very, very cool looking here. Signs of a Revolution, cool command card. Wing Gundam, so this is just going to be your common version of the Wing Gundam. And then we got the Darblade, which is, or Dalbald, excuse me, which is just a really, really gorgeous mech. The Gunpla for that is a super cool kit. We're kind of moving through some of these fast. Just want to take a look. Oh, look at that Deep Devotion. That is just such a gorgeous, gorgeous card. Then we got Choo Choo's Demi Trainer there, and we have a beautiful token. So let's see here. Opening up pack number 4 now. The Path to Victory or Defeat. We got the OG Gundam there represented as a common. Zizulu looking cool. The Cancer, the Dryson Sleeves, very, very nice. The Nal Agama, this is going to be from Gundam Unicorn as well. This is going to be one of your bases. Pretty nice base there with some great effects. We got the Zeon Remnant Forces, Sword Strike Gundam. Look at that, looking very cool. Securing the supply line. The Gundam Ferract, which is a very cool looking rare card. Lots of really cool stuff on that treatment there. And then a rare Gundam Ariel from the Witch from Mercury. And then token card there resource card there at the end. I love the resource cards that we're getting. I love the artwork, special treatments that I've seen. Spoiler alert, are pretty cool as well. So getting some really, really cool stuff here. And then with this pack, let's see, we got Stealth Stratagem. We're looking at the mining again, the G-Sky Easy white base unit, super cool, loving that. Just an iconic fighter there. The Stark Jig in there, securing the supply lines again. The Bukyu, which is looking super cool.
Oh, look at that overflowing affection. Now, this is a card that a lot of people have been excited about. It's a one cost. You draw two cards, discard one. That's a card that I think a lot of people are going to want as a playset, especially if you're planning on playing white. So excited to draw that uncommon. Duo Maxwell, who's one of our hero pilots from Gundam Wing. Um, and then we're pulling another legendary rare. Look at that. It's the Buster Gundam looking fantastic. Again, that foiling is just gorgeous. And then we got an EX base there as our last slot. Moving right along, let's see what we're going to have in this pack. Looks like pull rates have been really, really good. Everybody's getting usually at least two or three alt arts, up to 8 legendary rares. Plenty of commons, uncommons, and rares. I love the side 7 here. That's a gorgeous piece of art as well. The Gogs looking good. Another Jag in there. We got McCoove here looking amazing. Just really enjoying that artwork quite a bit. And then let's see. Oh, there's the gun tank. Beautiful, another white base unit. And then we've got the Gundam Aerial Mirasol flight unit. Super cool looking card. Amazing mech. Just awesome stuff. Really, really excited to see Witch from Mercury being represented here. Zex Leo. We got the Michaelia here. Looking pretty great as well. Oh, and there's Kigali. Look at Kigali. Yes, awesome. Loving that. And that was one of our rares. And then check it out. There is the Gundam Death Scythe Duo Maxwell's unit from Wing Gundam, looking super cool. Just love the treatment so much. You just, the way that they've treated the eyes, very reminiscent of, if you're using the decals and putting it on there. It's just going to glow. It's going to look fantastic. Anyone that's done anything with LEDs, yeah. If you know, you know, right? And then another aerial there for our resource. Super excited to have the game in store again. We're having that booster launch event this Saturday, July 26th. $45 gets you 8 packs, and you'll have the chance to buy 6 more packs, subject to availability. Covert Operative, the M1 Astray. The Astray is a super cool piece of gunpla, actually. That's a great kit. We got the Pisces here, Assault on Terran Base, which is a great, great episode. First Contact, iconic moment from Gundam Wing, represented there. Banagher Lynx again. The Kusanagi, which is another base, looking awesome. The Unicorn Gundam in Unicorn mode. Super cool card as well from Gundam Unicorn. The Shamblo, which is another rare, looking very cool. And then we've got our resource. Unicorn is one series that I'm not super familiar with. I have a couple kits from it, but I've not actually seen it. I've seen Gundam Wing, I've seen the OG, I've seen most of which from Mercury, I've seen all of Gundam Seed. So that stuff I'm familiar with, but Unicorn is a little bit of a blind spot for me. I need to get on that. There's the Strike Gundam, again from Gundam Seed. Oh, the Elfrith from Witch from Mercury. Really cool looking card. I almost wish we had a foil treatment for that. I mean, we do, obviously, with the alt art, but yeah. There's the Gelgood, which is another cool unit from the OG. And then look at that, the Gundam Sandrock. It's just a rare, but looking fantastic, and super, super stoked to see some of these cards represented. And then we got the Elgo, but just wait on that one. We'll come back to that later. Spoiler alert. So here we are with the Gundam Elfrith again. We've seen a lot of these cards already, but again, building play sets of commons is not going to be very difficult. Uncommons probably, the G Fighter looking awesome. Another Rick Dom. And another aerial there. The Delta Plus looking super cool. Loving that. And then a nice Gundam aerial rare treatment there. And then Char's Zaku too, looking great as a resource card. Obviously the rares, you'll probably have to, buy some singles. Legendary rares, definitely going to want to hunt for singles. You're not going to want to rip packs, for those. But, certainly building play sets is not going to be super hard for commons and uncommons, which is pretty nice. We got decent Perfect Strike Gundam. That's gorgeous art there. Decent counts here on our uncommons and stuff. So, stay tuned till the end. You'll get a better picture of kind of the full count for this booster box. But again, hitting the legendary rare plus on the very first pack we opened, I mean, if that's any indication of the pull rates of this game, I think people can be pretty happy. You're not always going to pull an LR plus from a booster box, but again, all the mid-air modifications, that's a super cool one. There's Chang Wu Fei, another one of our pilots from um, Gundam Wing, piloting the Shenlong Gundam. There's Char's Zaku 2. It's a rare card with a nice treatment. Super cool stuff. Again, if you're a fan of Gundam, this is a no-brainer. Seek it out, pick it up. Again, we're doing 6 packs per day per person pack limit just because of the scarcity of the product. There's Assault on Tarrington Base again. But we want to try and get as much product into people's hands that want it. So, come back, come Friday, the 25th to pick it up, come Saturday to pick more up, come Sunday to pick more up. If we still have any left on Monday, come again on Monday, grab your packs. You'll be able to basically get a booster's box worth of packs, especially if you're playing in the event. You'll be sitting pretty. Ooh, The Witch and the Bride, gorgeous art. This is a card that got talked about online in the lead up, mostly just due to the art. But it looks so good. And it's another iconic, kind of moment from Witch from Mercury, which is cool. Merida Cruz. This is another one from Gundam Unicorn. And we'll just continue ripping some packs here, seeing what we find. Again, apologies for the audio issues, but hopefully this makes up for it a little bit here. I got some really cool stuff. The pilot cards are super cool. I love the link system. They've really done a nice job, kind of adding some good flavor in for Gundam overall with that. The Desert Tiger, super cool card. Got the Gelgoog again, the Zanzibar, and look at that. Unicorn Gundam O2 Banshee in Unicorn mode. Very cool, rare. And then check out the Freedom Gundam Legendary Rare. Gorgeous card, level 7, 5 cost, 4/6. Just looking amazing. Kira Yamato, of course, is your pilot. I just love these treatments so much going on in them, and yet just iconic, just iconic. Loving it. And then another resource there for the aerial. So we got 4 legendary rares already. We're not even halfway through this box yet. Pretty amazing. Let's see what's coming up here. Oh, Signs of a Revolution again. Zaku 2, the Elfrith again. Adopt the Side 7 gun tank. Another unicorn base there. Another Overflowing Affection. Again, that's a card I think a lot of people who are playing in white are going to want without a doubt. And then check it out. Another legendary rare. It's the Dual Gundam, and we got an EX resource. Yeah, I mean, I am so excited to be able to pull like 8 legendary rares from the box is pretty cool, especially if you're just a fan of the game or a fan of Gundam like myself. And being able to see those treatments, get a variety of units is pretty cool. Now, obviously, again, if you're wanting to build play sets, you're probably going to have to be, grabbing some singles of some of this stuff. But still, cards are looking good. Artwork is looking good. Oh, the Gan, which is a cool unit. I love that unit. Actually, I have a kit downstairs that I haven't built yet, but. Yeah, so moving right along here, cracking another pack. Let's see what's going to be in this one. What's waiting for us in the pack? Ah, yes, we got the GOG again, which is cool. Another unit from the OG. And then, the Path to Victory Defeat. Just beautiful artwork. I mean, just look at that. It looks gorgeous. I want that, I want that in my hands. I want to see that. It just looks so good. Another Zaku Mariner. Again, just love that artwork. So cool. Gundam Death Side, uncommon version. Got the Gamma. Got, let's see. Oh, there's the Shinlong. Looking very, very cool. Loving that. I pulled that Chang Wu-Fei earlier, so he'll go nicely with the Shinlong Gundam. And then we got the Zaku 1 Sniper type. Oh, man, such a cool unit. And then we got the Unicorn there as our resource. Moving along. Another M1 Astray, a very cool unit from Seed. Yeah, let's see here. Got the Den, Zulu, Heavy Arms, another Chang Wu-Fei to go with that Shinlong, the G Fighter, Char Zaku 2 again, which is super cool. And we did it. Look at that. It's a rare plus. It's the Legao. Super cool looking card. I mean, just absolutely amazing. We're going to compare and contrast the base rare with the rare plus here. So it looks fine, but man, that just looks so over the top. Love that illustration. Love the treatment here. again, the legendary rares and the alts are just so nice. Like I can't get over the work that Bandai's done to make those cards look so good. Just incredible stuff. Um, Definitely a cut above in every way. At the OG common, Jagan, Skygrasper, Underground Base, Yaksha, another Unicorn Base, Sword Strike Gundam, securing the supply line, Fortress Defense, haha, with Dolza Zabi there. Um, Dozle has a very interesting history, especially as related to Macross. So if you know, you know. Like I said, there's Justice Gundam looking amazing, and I'm taking a moment here in the original video to just be like, oh my gosh, look at all these legendary rares we've got, which is super cool. We were up to 6 at that point. Now, again, we know the pull rates seem to be sitting around 8 per box, which is pretty stellar. You really, can't ask for more. So, I think people who open a box worth of pack, they're probably going to be pretty happy with what they get. Um, commons at this point, we're seeing play sets of commons and uncommons already in this box, which is super cool. You're going to be able to build some really cool stuff. And then again, picking up singles for rares. But even then, like we hit pretty close to play sets on a couple of different runs of rares. So, getting 3, especially just starting out, the first iteration of the game, you're going to be able to build some decent decks just out of, some packs and a couple of starter decks. No question about it. And then, start trading and going for singles when you can. We will be selling singles at Grognard Games Roselle at the very least. So keep your eyes peeled for those. In fact, most of what you're seeing here will indeed go to the single stock. But yeah, again, I'm just loving the artwork so much. It's just like I look at these cards and I just see Gundam, and I just love Gundam. So if you don't love Gundam, I get it. There's the Sandrock, another Legao, and then look at that. Oh yeah, that's right. We pulled an alt art resource card, looking super cool. So that's 3 alt arts that we've pulled: alt art resource, a rare plus, and an LR plus. Looking amazing. That Wing Gundam Zero, I still can't get over it. It looks so good. Goo, Skygrasper. I'm moving pretty fast at this point because we've seen most of these cards before. But there's a Death Scythe uncommon. The Launcher Strike Gundam. Battle of Aces, super cool moment right there. And then check it out. Oh yeah, that's right. Unicorn Gundam Destroy Mode in an LR. Super cool looking card. Super cool mech. I have that mech, the Gunpla. The thing that's so cool about that Gunpla is the real grade. You can literally transform from Unicorn mode to Destroy mode, and it is an amazing piece of plastic engineering. And of course, to boot, we got the resource there as well for Unicorn. And we're getting down towards the bottom here of the box, but still some cool cards to go. And again, I'm just thrilled with this game, and I love the way it plays. I love the way it looks, and I'm a fan. I'm biased. I am a fan, and I am biased. There's no doubt about that. But I think that, if you're on the fence, if you give this a chance, I think you're really going to enjoy it. Again, the art is amazing. If you're coming from a game like One Piece, if you're coming, oh, Sayla. Sayla is such a cool character, again, from the OG. Love seeing her here, as a rare card, and just think again, having the opportunity to see some of these iconic characters in cardboard form is super cool. So again, I'm over the moon thus far about the Gundam card game. I really hope that it gets legs. We want to build a very strong community for this game at our locations. We're going to be carrying it at all 3 locations. Algonquin might be a little slower to get product just because of the way that the release was timed, but we're certainly going to get stuff in. Also, we are getting 2 shipments of product. So if we run out of product before you are able, oh, nice Witch from Mercury card there. Check it out. Look at that. That's awesome. Just try in the legendary rare treatment, looking super cool. So if you strike out on this first wave, we will be getting another wave of boxes in. It's just extremely limited, this set. That's kind of how Bandai does it. We're doing the best we can, I guarantee you. We're going to try to be fair, make sure as many people that want to play and get in on it can. There's a rare gun cannon looking super cool. And then the Big Zam. Which is actually piloted by Dozel, who we saw earlier. But yeah, just some amazing stuff here. Looking at all of these, here are our legendary rares. Unicorn in destroy mode, the Justice Gundam, the Dual Gundam assault mode, the Freedom Gundam, Gundam Death Scythe, the Buster Gundam, and then of course the OG, the Granddad Gundam RX-78. There's our resource card looking amazing, the Alt Art resource card, the Legao looking incredible in its Rare Plus treatment, and then the Wing Gundam Zero. I love that card so much. Anyone who was here for my starter deck openings knows that the Gundam Ariel was probably one of my favorites. Now we're moving on to some of the stuff that you can get at the booster launch event. This is the box, which again, it's kind of like a sturdier version of the actual booster box. Looks really cool. You'll get one of those for coming to the launch event. So if you're coming out on Saturday, that's something to look forward to. We also got some promo cards for you as well. Here's the Unicorn Gundam. And of course, packaged with the Unicorn Gundam is Banagher Lynx because, he's the pilot. So really nice the way that they're kind of doing those promos and packaging them that way. You're also going to get some resource sleeves. The sleeves are very nice. They've got a foil treatment on them as well. And then you got the Strike Gundam as a promo card with Kira Yamato as the pilot, naturally from Seed Gundam. So yeah, just some amazing product.
It's not a very big sample size, but 3 alt arts, 8 legendary rares, starting to build play sets on some of those rares, play sets of uncommons, obviously play sets of commons. I mean, this is great. This is exactly what you want to see, I think, from a new game, just right out of the gate, giving you everything you need to play right out of the box, if you will. Man, I am super, super impressed. Super impressed. And the art, even the art on the resource cards. The art on the resource cards is sweet. Everything about this game, I'm all in. I'm loving it. We hope you do too. Stop by Grognard Games Roselle, Grognard Games Batavia, beginning July 25th at 11 a.m. You'll be able to pick up 6 packs per person per day. We are also having our booster launch event on Saturday, July 26th at Grognard Games. I almost said Gundam Games. Todd's not going to let me change the name of the store. Plus, probably a cease and desist. Anyway, Grognard Games Roselle. That event is going to be a ton of fun. Check it out on our events page. I believe there's maybe 1 or 2 tickets left. It's sold out, but we have had a couple of drops. Yeah, you're going to get 8 packs, $45. And then you're going to have the opportunity to buy 6 more packs plus win packs on top of that. If you've come in on Friday to buy packs too, again, you're going to be pretty close to just having a booster box worth of packs if you take part in the event. So we just want to say thank you again to everyone who's been giving their support to Grognard Games all these years, whether you started off in Roselle, Batavia, or you're just now joining us through Algonquin. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who's making Algonquin such a success. Everyone who's walked in that door. We are so grateful to you. We are so grateful to all the support, whether it's coming by way of coming into the store, ordering online, picking up your cards, playing games in the stores. Thank you so much for being amazing communities. Whether you're part of our incredible, very stout and amazing Warhammer community, our incredible and very thriving Magic the Gathering community, or our Star Wars Unlimited, Lorcana, our burgeoning Gundam community, the few of you out there playing Ultraman, I see you. Any of our other games, of course, like Moonstone, any of the Warhammer games, right? Any of those games, but Moonstone, Star Wars Shatterpoint, Star Wars Legion. Be on the lookout for some cool stuff coming from Legion, including a tournament that we'll be having in September, and then also just everyone that has been supporting the store and helping out, all of our tournament organizers. You guys just help to make the store an even better place. You help it to make an even more successful place. We want to continue to be your third space. We want to be your go-to for the products that you're looking for, whether it's special orders, stuff that we have in stock, ordering online, for shipping, whatever you want. Like, we want to be here for you as we continue to build Grognard Games into something even bigger and even better. Stay tuned for more info, of course, about Algonquin and the game room opening up soon for Pokemon events, Magic events, Gundam events, obviously, and stay tuned for information on miniatures as well. Certainly, we want to be supportive of that. Stay tuned for some super exciting news about Batavia. Some of you might know what I'm talking about, but let's just say things are about to get bigger and better in Batavia. And in the meantime, again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for joining me for this. I am so Thank you for supporting the YouTube channel. Thank you for supporting us on social media. Thank you for being a part of the Grognard Games family. And we look forward to having you all in the store very soon. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, stay safe out there, and always, always roll responsibly.